Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 10 of 100 Million Possibilities show. So, today we'd like to talk about success. Like, what is success? I had a little chat with my friend today about that, and we kind of were wondering what kind of determines if you are successful, and what does it mean, and where is the like like the edge between successful and unsuccessful. How do you know when you become successful or when you are unsuccessful? It's obviously everything is internal, how you feel. But we live in a world where success is determined from external things like how much money you earn, how big is your car, how big is your house, whether you have family or you don't have a family, how many children you have, are you happy, or so all these things are kind of like a signs of success, but is it actually successful? Do you feel unsuccessful if someone has more of what you have, even though you actually are quite happy and the other person is actually not happy with what they have? So, and as always, I'm gonna be doing light language at the end to actually clear all the energies that are around success. But before, I'll just like have a chat with myself and maybe you. So, what is success? Many years ago, I attended one of the weekend seminars. I think it was called Breakthrough to Success by Christopher Howard. I actually haven't heard of him for a while, so I'm not sure what he's doing now. And I think that's what was his question to the participants. What is success? Can you kind of describe it? What does it mean for you? And one of the guys said that he wants to earn this amount of money per month. I can't remember what the number was, but I think it was one of those, 100,000 a month or a year. I have no idea. He would like to have a better car. He would like to have a bigger house and travel, and basically live luxury lifestyle. And then there was another woman who stood up, and she was kind of one of those. She was dressed like one of those people who we call hippies. She had like a colorful dress and stuff in her hair. I can't remember now, but if I had to describe her, she was like one of those flower children or hippies. Even though she wasn't, but that's how she looked. And she was telling how she would like to have a small house in a countryside, have her own garden, live like simple life and in the nature and all the stuff. And I was actually really surprised that that's what she wanted, because I kind of um, thought that everyone wants the same. Everyone wants to have lots of money. Everyone wants to have bigger cars, bigger houses, designer clothes. I don't know.
Hey guys, so I'm going to analyze
One
the
second.
Matrix 4 trailer. It's called Matrix Resurrections, which came out a few days ago.
Sorry, someone just oh, Jesus Christ, scared me. Never mind that. I'm watching some stuff on YouTube. Hope. And where was I? Where was I? Oh yeah. So that everyone has different idea what the success is. But when we look outside in the world, people are still talking about having more money, having more stuff, having more, and very rarely someone talks about internal success, how you actually internally feel about it. And another thing I kind of got aware of is what is actually success. Not in the terms of like how would you know if you're successful, but in general, what does success actually mean as an abstract construct? So I'm just gonna check on success description, definition. Okay, so the success means the accomplishment of an aim or purpose, or in archaic, the good or bad outcome of an undertaking. What is true meaning of success? Success, the opposite of failure, is a status of having achieved and accomplished an aim or objective. Being successful means the achievement of desired visions and planned goals. The dictionary describes success as the following: attaining wealth, prosperity, and or fame. And even though it's still a abstract term, like we are so conditioned about being if you are successful, it means good, and being failure is something bad. It's sometimes feels like we are so conditioned that being so successful is so important, and that sometimes it's attaining some goals that are not even ours, and it's almost like constant drive for being successful. Does it mean like that if you work on a Wall Street and you have lots of money, you party all day long, and you work 80-hour week? Does it mean that you are more successful with someone who is actually maybe earning 10 times less, have a beautiful house somewhere in the countryside with a garden, big family, happy family? And does it mean like who said that one of these is successful and other one isn't successful? So we have these abstract definitions of this thing that we imagined, and we kind of strive to achieve them. Like a couple of years ago, I was living in India, in Goa by the beach, and so I went swimming, and I kind of in my head I kind of felt like I'm living a dream, because lots of times people say, "Oh, I would like my life to be like constant life on the beach. You drink cocktails all day long, work 3 hours a day, and the rest of time you just party or do blah blah blah." So I was actually kind of living that lifestyle. I was working few hours a day on my laptop. Was living on the beach. I was swimming every day, like in a very beautiful ocean, etc., etc. And one day I was like kind of in the ocean, like swimming and floating there on the water, and I was looking at the beach, and I asked myself, what am I doing here? Because internally I didn't feel like success. I achieved this one of the goals, and I realized that I achieved someone else's goal. It wasn't my goal. I didn't ask, is this something I actually would like to do or be or have? Instead of, I just went for it because that's what you're supposed to have. And so where is this? So h- so in our reality, it is so important to be successful that sometimes we don't even know what that is, what that is. Like, it is more. I don't know how to say it in the words, because it's more like in the feeling I get when I think of it. It's like, what is success? What does it actually mean for us? Like, do I actually need to be successful? Do we want to be successful? It's like someone just came up with the term successful, and we just made it so important, and being failure so bad that we have to avoid being failure. I have to strive to be successful. And at the same time, so many of us are so afraid of being successful. And I don't even know what that is. If you want to be successful, how can you be afraid of success? But fear is there. And I know it firsthand, that fear of success, what is that? What is the fear of success? So I kind of feel like maybe to do light language now, to actually look, kind of clear all these questions that are there in the air, and see what, because sometimes when I do light language, I get more awareness of what something is, and it gives you more clarity and removes this fogginess of it. Okay, so bear with me. I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna do light language for about 10 minutes. You can just relax, lie down or sit comfortably, close your eyes, and basically soak in the energies and the sounds and see what you come up with. See you on the other side. Eshahamalada samashata, Sarehene Shanevachala Hasamada, Sarana Hasana Sate Savatarasha, Salahanala Vashara Mavasha, Elehenela Veshamala Samadased, Sarasha Neve Havasa, Sanamaha Shanala Hasava, Erehenela Hashava Setes, Alana Hashara Mahashana Sadased, Enehener Hener Heshenavasa, Sharanahara Mashebasana Vasa, Alahanama Shane Vesherevasa, Alahanama Kader Heshemasva, Erenemalaha Shatavasatava, Haranamashava Semashavasata, Ereheneraha Sharamalaha Masara, Alahanashata Setavese Mahasa, Serene Masha Mahalaha Vasata, Alahanamara Hemara Sava, Sarana Saravasa, Serene Sharanara, Alamahala Shama Satara, Serene Mashava Sere Masha, Enehe Masha Nasara Masa, Saralaha Shavaleve Sevasa, Saranamashara Haramashata Sata, Serehebe Shamalaha Sava Sarama, Haranamara Namara Sharafasa, Sarana Sevelehe Sevetasat, Sarana seve semasha vahasa. Allaha mara pashavasate. Anahashana valaha vashamashara. Here maseve selehe shevesa. Sarana mashata saramashesa. Sereheva mahasara mashava. Saralahe mesheve hasanafa. Herene mavasha malava havas. Sarana marava shere masheves. Sere masha samara sharavasa. Enene vieja sayo mahala masha. Sarana malaha shere beshavas. Sarahala vashana lahasha. Ereve haravara sharavasa. Allaha namasha namasatesa. Erehe vara sharala nasava. Aramahara shamara vashasa. Erehe mera vachara vashama. Sarana mashate sevele fasa. Serene maraha sharalaha. Sarana reshana vashata sata. Allaha namasha verevesha. Erehe marahara maravara. Arara sarashana lahasaha. Erehe marana seve semala. Allaha nashate semashavala. Saralaha naralava shahesa. Erehe marashana masharas. Arahale maravashasa. Sarana maraha sharalahasa. Ere menevasha derehesata. Sarana mara sharalahamasa. Anaramane semere veseta. Serene mevesha saralaha. Arana mashate semeshevesa. Eneha saravashamalahama. Anama samara devesemeva. Enemera masa devesehasa. Serene mashanaralahamesa. Serema shemaha sovashatasa. Harana marashana malahasa. Erene marada sedevesava. Alahana shata samashavesa. Enehe marasha namasalasa. Alahana rasha terehevesa. Elemene masha namashatasa. Sarana malaha sheveshedesa. Sherene masha nalehe maseta. Erene maraha seva shatasa. Allaha narama semehavesa. Elehe namasa terehe masa. Allaha nere shamara shatesa. Elehe narasha dere mashava. Elehe mara masheve setese. Enehe sana sharava hamana. Alana maraha seve shetese. Elehe maraha sharaha nasha. Sarana masate shelehe desa. Erene masa mashama nahasa. Sarana shedere sebe seveda. Sere sheveda nasha namaseva. Esere masha hala hasanesa. Harana shana shaveda semeva. Ere mahasa vesheme bahavanase. Serehe masha malahasa defa. Serehe shema halasa vasa. Erehe masha nahwasha nedesa. Sere me washate. Asamahasha. Arahane sema devala vasane. Erehene shata samaha. Erehemalaha samaha namasa nemasa. Sarahanesha basa tevesa. Erehemeva shamaraha namala. Aramasanasa vahasa devesha dederesa. Enehemasa navasareva sata. Sarahanasha vahasana. Ereheshemevasa. Anahasahala. Elehenelahasa. Elehenelahasate. Elehenelahasa neshate masate. Anahanasa vehasata rahasa. Sarahanasa teshanema. Serhenema shatamasa. Arahanamalaha vasa masha teve masala. Arahanata sameha vasa. Rehenema shama. Renehemera shamata sehede. Sereheshemeva sana. Arahanasha tesamala. Sarahala shamata vesa. Heremesha. Arahanasa veha pata samata reha. Enehese malahasa. Erehemela vara samasha tesamadasa. Arahana malaha leha nasa teve. Eleheneshava. Ereheneva shanesamata. Arahanalaha semeva. Elehenasha temehasa. Erehenasha nasa tesa. Sarahanamashate. Erehenemashaves. Arahanamashakala. Arahalamachalashata. Erehenemashanakasetva. Enehenasate. Erehenevashata. Erehemevashata. Erehemevashavasa. Erehemevashavasa. Erehemevashamasaha. Erehemasha. Erehenemashalahama Anahasata hasa. Anahanasata. Arahanemashava. Arahanemashatava. Whew. Well, that was interesting. Oh. I kind of sense that there is more to it than we actually perceive when it comes to success and failure. I got the awareness that we kind of separated. Success and failure is supposed to be like two ends of one stick. And we kind of separated. We broke down this stick and we keep success separate and failure success separate. And there is this between gap in between the two of them, and we can't. And we are always kind of in the middle, in between those two places. Like we are so afraid of success, not maybe success too. It's almost like we're afraid of both of them, but being failure is so it's almost like it's so evil. We made it so evil that we have to avoid it for all cost. And if, when we consider ourselves failure, it's like it's almost like we can't get out of it, which feels so weird. It's really feel like really evil. like we made it so evil, we judge it so much that if we consider ourselves failure, we can't, it's like we are stuck in there forever. And and in that sense, you can't even perceive what success is. But when you are outside of it, it's almost like you're avoiding both of them. It is a really weird thing. I wonder what that is. Oh, one thing about the light language transmission, I normally don't have a melody when I do light language. It's usually just like talking gibberish, like it was in the second part. And in the second part, it changed when I started to look at the failure. And and when I yawn, it's not because I'm bored or something or I'm exhausted. It's because there's so many energies changing. It's basically, it's like a natural state when you work on energies. When there's so many of them, you yawn. I don't really know the reason for that, but that's the what lots of energy workers have noticed. So I'm not really sure what is the reason for that. So that's just a side note. But yeah, it's I might do another video later sometime, maybe this week. Well, this week is ending. Next week maybe, because there is I kind of got more clarity on it. I'm not sure how it was for you, but there is something more about all this, because I don't think I got to the bottom of it, but I definitely perceive it differently. So let me know in the comments what you think, and if you want, I am offering energy healing sessions using light language, and I offer Akashic Records reading as well if you want more clarity about anything that happens in your life. So I'll see you soon again for episode number 11. Bye bye.